mice and disproves is killing the goblin because...
So, as you get on the ship, the goblin, who is still at the controls, is saying something in Orcish to the effect of, hey guys, what took you so long? We need to get out of here before the law shows up. And then he turns around and sees that you're not the orcs.
We are the law.
And you see he has a, pistol at his side, but instead of going to hit, his hands just go up, and he's like, I surrender.
It's okay, we're not here to kill... We're not here to kill you.
All depends.
I mean, like,
not if we don't
it's debatable, but we kind of sort of are, like, you know.
I will graciously accept your surrender until such a time as you violate it, and then I will dismember your corpse.
The goblin is just like, I don't want my corpse dismembered.
Good.
Hey, he'll be dead at that point, okay? It's not a big deal. Also, then, please don't dismember the corpses. I want to reanimate them. I can't do it if you dismember them.
You guys all suck at diplomacy.
I'm not even talking in character. Q3 doesn't say anything. She does, however, go up to the goblin and take his pistol away.
Good. That way he doesn't do the slow draw in the Jedi.
And I take
as you do, he says, yes, that's fair, unless you were planning to use it on me. Now, look.
I'm gonna take the goblin, aside. Aside for a few minutes, and I'm, gonna put my arm around his shoulders and,
interrogate the goblin, one of you who can speak Orcish, unless he can speak Common.
He started speaking in Common once he saw that you guys weren't Orcish.
Listen, man, this gig is, rough, and we'll probably get you killed sooner or later, so... once we're done here, I suggest finding a new career path. Trust me.
Did you cast suggestion, or are you just saying I suggest?
I'm not casting suggestion. I don't even have that spell.
Okay, just making sure. The goblin's like, yeah, sure. It's not like I'm in this position voluntarily.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you see, I used to live in a village in the Yurtlands, and then the orcs came and they killed everybody I knew, and then they enslaved me because I knew how to pilot a ship, and that's how I ended up here.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Let's adopt the goblin.
I already have. Look, stay by me, and I'll protect you. My name is Sir Myson, and I am a paladin of Pelor.
For the record, just because you're a paladin doesn't mean you have to show mercy to everyone. A lot of paladins are into that holy crusade murder shit.
Yeah, but
just
she's
so you know.
Oath of Redemption, so she kind of does.
Darn it! You made another Lena.
I guess I kind of did, but I like to think he has a few more rough edges than Lena, but we'll see that later on.
The name's Wabberjocky, by the way. If you need a pilot, I can help you get that girl back, I think.
You have...
That would be delightful. Thank you for your help, Whopper Jockey.
So I guess since no one else has asked, I question him about the people that he's working for and what they want with Delilah. Like, basically, who are you working for and what do they want with that?
He sort of,
Also, Key3 clarifies that the first question should not be answered with a bunch of orcs. She would like him to be a little more specific.
Hold on, gotta take care of a cat.
Kitty!
I must resist the urge to press any buttons in this thing. So
Jabberwocky sort of mutters a few things, and it's like, they don't tell me a lot, but I know that these guys work for Lord Kagrenar.
That was a fellow we saw on a hologram, wasn't it?
It was.
I can't understand you. You need to enunciate more.
He said that was the fellow we saw in the hologram.
Ah, okay. Because my follow-up question was going to be, who dat?
I don't know. I don't remember if you knew this, but yeah, the others would know. Kagrenar is the rather young orcish general who basically has become the military dictator of the Yurtlands and basically commands the entire army of Grumsh within this system.
Well, that's not good. Key3's next question is whether what they did with Delilah. Like, is she still on this ship, or did they teleport her from this ship to another ship?
He says that they're too far away from the ship to have teleported her to it directly, but he knows that there was something about a box that they were supposed to teleport her into, some sort of trap. And he says it's a green box. That's all I know. And he also explains that he doesn't entirely know why, but he figures it's because they intend to ransom her. Like, why else would you kidnap a rich?
Well, plausible. I don't entirely believe that. There was some sort of religious connotation, at least from her own vision.
I didn't get a word of that.
He said that he thinks there might be some sort of religious connotation to the kidnapping. Bleh.
Okay, so does this little ship have windows? Or things I can look out of?
Yes, it has a like a front glass that you can see out and some instruments. There's no rear windows or anything. But right now all you can see is the transport that, you were on that got boarded.
Is it leaving like we told it to?
Well, it can't leave until you. It's not going to leave until you pull the fighter, like, get the spear out of it.
Yeah, so, is it okay if I just take charge of the party right now and start bossing people around? Is that cool? Are we cool? Okay.
Well, Mason's used to taking orders, so he's pretty much cool.
Okay. Key 3 tells the others that they should look for the green mystery box, and she will stay up here with the goblin and have him pull the fighter away from the transport so that it can get to safety.
Wabberjocky says, does someone want to man the gun in case the other two fighters start to shoot at?
I can try.
We should probably figure out who would be best at manning the gun and have that person man the gun.
So not the person with the -1 dexterity, maybe?
Yeah, probably not.
I have a 3 dexterity.
+3 modifier, you mean?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say 3 dexterity. That's what minus.
Giovanna can man the guns then.
I just have a base.
All right, I am moving us to the next map.
Yay. Ooh.
Okay, so Jabberwocky is flying. Anyway,
Why did you name him Wabberjocky if you're just gonna call him Jabberwocky?
Did I say that? I just.
Yes, you've done it twice.
Oh, sorry, I misspoke.
Well, it is a tricky word.
Mm-hmm.
I misspoke. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
You're forgiven.
No. Seriously. Okay, so, do you want to move the fighter? You can see, what I'm going to call north is a green box. Now, each hex here is, I think, 100 feet. Or, let me check.
Wait. Back up. The green mystery box is outside of the ship.
Yes.
It's a space box. In space.
Yes.
I was not expecting that, okay?
Nobody expects a Spanish space box.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Anyway,
I'm not used to that.
as Wabberjocky pulls the fighter away, you can see the transport alerts for a second, and some of the contents of the cargo bay kind of spew out into space around, but the transport starts to pull away, dragging the other two fighters with it.
Hate it when stuff starts to spew.
Wait, were those crackers? Oh no. We could have taken the free crackers.
After a moment, Wabberducky's like, "Oh, the crew of the other two fighters are dead, aren't they?"
Very, very, very dead.
Maybe.
Oh, no, maybe. Yeah,
Dead.
very much dead.
Okay, so, Wabberjocky says that you have basically two options. You can either, try and shoot the, tether that's connecting the box to the ship, and then, he'll try and spear the box to get, the girl out of it. Or you can follow it back to the ship and board the ship.
I have the headphones.
He recommends the first
The feedback,
because it's way less likely to get you all killed.
speaker, and the mic.
No, you're not going to use the speaker?
What do I roll to try to shoot the
The
Heather.
speaker is in use, and I am using the mic, and I'm using the headphones so that there is not
Just
feedback.
it would be just a straight roll versus dexterity.
Earphones to that.
I'm using the speaker, but not as a room speaker.
You could also plug it straight into the computer, so it's...
I could not. That is far.
You said versus dexterity. Do you mean
I mean-
dexterity?
Nice argument.
Yes, I'm sorry. A straight dexterity roll versus armor class.
So is that what we're doing, or what does the party think?
Key3 asks if the first option would be likely to kill and or seriously injure Delilah.
He shrugs and says, "Yeah, probably."
Let's not go with that, then.
No, I need to ask more questions. See, because the second option is very likely to get us killed, so we need to figure out if the first option is less likely to get her killed than the second option is likely to get us killed. We should go with the lowest chance of death across the board. I mean, I kind of assume when the DM has an NPC say, taking the second option is likely to get you all killed, we should probably not do that. You should always listen to the DM. If the DM is warning us that this will get us all killed, then we should pay attention and be wary of that option.
When the NPC that expresses that is a goblin who immediately surrendered at the first sign of trouble, you might also think that's a sign of just that NPC's cowardice and not necessarily advice from the strategy guide. I'm just pointing that out.
There's also
Okay,
the
well-
issue that we might be expendable out of character, whereas she is the reason we are getting paid. Again,
Can we, so Jabana asks, can we not spear the box as it's moving?
He says yes, but then we'll be being reeled in too. But
Can't we spear it? Can't we spear it, hit the girl, and then escape in time?
He says probably. If
I
that's
think
what you want.
he's just saying if we detach it from the ship that's reeling it in first, we'll have more time to get the girl and escape. Because
Right.
the escape part sort of mandates that at some point we have to detach it from the ship.
don't suppose anyone packed a teleport today. Do we have any wizards?
no. No, Ben, just me, and I don't really do teleport. I do dead things.
Right.
So do we want to like take a vote, like in or out of character, on what to do?
Burke points out that he can teleport, but only himself and only 30 feet.
Key 3 thanks Burke for this absolutely useless information. Really staying on brand there, Chaltab.
Yeah. Perfect.
I have a spell called Sanctuary that will probably not be helpful now that I think about it, and that was out of character, by the way.
I have no spells. Just sword.
I have no spells useful to this situation, but while we debate it out of character, the box is getting away. So I vote the one that might or might not get us all killed, based on goblin cowardice.
So that's one vote for option B.
I'll vote for option B.
Sure.
Option B was shoot it out of the sky, or what was option B?
Option B was get on the big orc ship with the bunch of orcs and possibly get us all killed.
Orcs are easy.
Okay, well, guess that's
You're
what we're
welcome.
going with.
Yeah, I think even if you and I both said option A, then we'd be outnumbered. So, majority vote wins. We're going with option B.
If I cast Fairy Fire, if we were in range and I cast Fairy Fire, would that increase my odds of hitting the tether?
It would. It would give you advantage on attacking the tether, but you'd have to be. What's the range of the spell Fairy Fire?
60 feet.
So yeah, you'd have to be pretty much just on top of it. But yeah, you could do.
We're in space. Space is large.
Yeah.
Sword.
Oh, that would be my vote. But anyway, let's do whatever.
Oh yeah, BT dubs. Do we have time to take a short rest while they're reeling in the mystery box?
No, but you already took a short rest before you sealed the airlock.
Oh, we did?
Sealed the cargo
Yep.
bay.
I didn't remember that. Okay.
Thank you, Douglas Adams.
I love you, Douglas Adams.
As you approach, you notice that the tether to the box is actually just a really, really long chain.
Is it the chain of command?
Yes, yes, it is absolutely the chain of command. If you break it, the orcs will be in complete dis.
There's our plan. Let's break it.
Guys, you can't go back and forth on which of the options you want to do. I'm pretty sure they're mutual excuse. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're mutually exclusive.
I was just making a bad joke. The only kind I know how to make.
So, would it be bad if we spent our time on this fighter shooting at the big ship, or do we need like the stealth of them not knowing we're on the fighter yet?
If you suggest that, Wabberdocky just goes pale and is like, "Do not shoot the big ship." Anyway, as you approach, what you see, it is the biggest orc ship you have ever seen. It is bigger than a Spelljammer warship, and while it has like folded void skimmer wings, it doesn't seem to be using them. So you suspect this thing might actually have a Spelljammer core.
Oh my.
And anyway, Wabberjockey explains there are basically two docking bays that are, it's being like next to each other here, and they're supposed to go into the one on the right, like the shaman's fighter, but the box is going to the one on the left, and he wants to know, do you want to like go into the left docking bay or the right docking bay? Because one way it blows our cover, and the other way it means you'll have to fight through some more orcs.
Let's go to the same one as the box.
Agreed.
Agreed this time. The place is so large that we might not actually find it again if we go to the other bay.
Okay then, I just needed to know that for how to set up the next map. Hold on.
Also, just because memes require it, that's no moon. That's a space station.
So tempted to just fire the gun.
Pew, pew, pew.
It's on the Genesis when we were kids. And we were just like, you could play this level. Get past the giraffes.
Oh yeah, as a final comment towards the goblin, Key3 says if he has absolutely positively any information that might even remotely be useful to us, he should definitely make sure to tell it to us now, because if we die, then he is most absolutely, positively, certainly going to die as well.
He concedes that your case has been well argued and says they may or may not have an ogre.
May or may not?
They definitely have an ogre.
I hate ogres.
Okay. Sorry, I'm having trouble with Roll20.
We've all been there. Probably.
You didn't take the benches off the fighter. Okay, I want to make it clear that you have not all piled out of the fighter yet. I'm just pasting you here for convenience.
Makes sense.
Since we had a short rest, does that mean we get all our HP back?
You don't get all your HP back on a short rest.
You can heal back up to full, though. We did healing last time, I just don't know if you guys made sure to write it down properly.
I did. I think. I know I healed. I don't know if I did it properly, but at this point.
Okay, as the fighter pulls into the docking bay, you see several things. One,
It's a big daddy.
there is no, well, yes, there is no really mechanism. It is a giant ogre in an environmental suit, just reeling the chain in, hand over hand. There are 3 others, Warforged workers who are standing about looking perplexed that the fighter has just flown into the docking bay when this was supposed to, not supposed to be the fighter's docking bay.
Rude, get your own docking bay.
If we fight, I call dibs on Org.
I will accept your dibs.
And there is no atmosphere in this docking bay, so you notice near the back a golden door starts to raise up to seal the docking bay. You think it will take about 5 rounds before the door is fully closed. And there is a small sending stone on the console next to Wabberjockey, and it is just like buzzing with angry orcish language, like "What are you doing? What are you doing?" and stuff like "Get to your own docking bay" and stuff. Of course, he can't because you can see near the back of the room one of the Warforged is closing the docking bay, and apparently he can't hear anything because, of course, they're in space.
Question: can I shoot the ship's gun at the space ogre?
Actually, yes. I didn't realize this, but it's on the front right side, and that's where. Yeah, you have a clear line of sight on that.
Should we wait until they finish closing the docking bay? Because they might stop closing it if we start shooting?
Yes, would prefer to have atmosphere.
If they close the docking bay, are we not stuck in here?
We can open the docking bay back up, but we can't get out of the ship until they close the docking bay.
I mean...
And we need to get out of the ship so we can retrieve the kidnapped person.
We have Atmos suits or anything. How about it? Do we have any anti-atmospheric things?
You asked this out loud?
Yes, I do.
Because Wabberjockey points to a couple of small amulets on the wall, and you recognize them as a brooch of, 2 brooches of void protection. So there are 2 of you, and that they'll protect you for a number of rounds at least. Like, they'll protect you for at least 18 seconds from the vacuum, but after that, other than that, that's all you got.
Right, so waiting on board the ship for most of it to dissipate would still be a good idea. For air to come in, rather.
Wabberjockey grabs the sending stone and sends back a message.
Everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
I actually was going to tell him what message to send back. I just hadn't gotten to it yet because we were talking about.
Yeah, okay. No. What what message do you tell him to send, Bree?
Key3 basically instructs him to apologize profusely to his enslavers for what an absolute idiot he is that he forgot which fucking docking bay to pull into, and how absolutely sorry he is, and just whatever. Make it look like he did this by accident, and that there's not a party of adventurers on the ship.
Okay. He rattles off some Orcish language that basically says what Bree just said. At the end, he adds something that Myson and Kaylin would understand to be, look, please be nice. I mean, be nice to me, and I'll buy you a space soda later.
Yeah.
Anyway, the docking bay is fully shut, and atmosphere starts to vent into the docking bay. So you are free to exit
Move
the
about
ship
the
now.
cabin.
That too.
So, should I shoot the ogre?
Yes, start shooting the ogre. The rest of us are going to get out of the ship and start murdering things.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So this is going to
dexterity?
be a surprise. So, yes, this will be a surprise. So you roll just plus dexterity. You don't have proficiency, but you do have advantage because the ogre is not expecting this. And I need to look up.
Motherfucking nat 20!
Whoa.
Hell yeah. Okay. I need to look up the damage of plasma weaponry because I don't have that document.
Good show, though. Very good show. Nat 20 is a lovely start.
What size is the cannon?
Small.
1d12 plus 5 and 5 ongoing damage.
Okay, so that's 2d12 plus 5.
2d12 plus 5. Got it.
And
Nice.
another crit. You are lucky today.
Damn, son. So, would you guys like me to, as soon as it's my turn, just drop my biggest spell on the ogre?
I wanted to kill it.
I probably can't kill it with one spell, honey. I'm just asking, do you want me to put my biggest fuck you on it? Or do you want me to possibly save?
Decisions, but I'm actually gonna vote for knocking out those Warforged. They can be some nasty buggers.
I can hit 2 of the Warforged at once with Eldritch Blast, and that's a cantrip. I'm just saying, like, I have 2 spell slots, and that's it. I have to use them strategically.
Guys, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Fair.
Oh, shit.
Remember to click on your token before you roll it, because it'll enter it on your Yours.
Click on my token before I roll.
Yeah.
5. Amazing. So
What is that? Did I just roll worse than a 1? Like,
Ha! I mentioned this last session. Lol, 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 lol.
Yep.
Because your modifier is negative, if you crit fail, you actually get less than a 1.
ouch.
What in
Well, at least
blazes?
I'm not going last with my 5.
Myson doesn't even get to take a turn, and he's just frozen for all eternity.
But
I hate you all for the record.
I didn't roll your dice.
You're the one who made Myson's sheet. You can't blame us. This was your own doing. You have been the architect of your own demise.
I did nothing wrong.
Kalen's not going last for once. What is this?
Wow, those Warforged also rolled really bad.
Not as bad as Myson.
Nope. But almost.
The kitty rolls initiative separately, right? Then you didn't.
That is correct. The cat
I
also
need
needs
to grab
roll
some
initiative.
food since apparently I have time.
Oh, honey, you have all the time. Go ahead, go get.
Alright. Giovanna, you are the first up on initiative.
I am
Did you
going
stay on
to
the ship? Shoot the gun
Yes.
again.
shoot the gun
It'll-
again.
Yay!
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd take half your initiative to get off half your movement.
I think the gun
It'll
does
take-
more damage than anything she can do normally anyway.
Oh yeah. Aww.
Even advantage wouldn't save you that time.
Wah, wah, wah.
The ogre is covered in plasma, and he just looks up just in time. You can see through the visor plates in his face, like this look of utter terror as a second plasma bolt launches at him, and he just like dives out of the way, and the laser or the plasma blast slams into the where the chain's connected to the deck of the ship right there, and it severs it immediately.
Interesting. So the box is now completely unattached to the ogre, then?
Well, the ogre had dropped the chain. He's not attached to it. He was just holding it.
Okay. I may have a thought then, but we'll see.
Okay, does Giovanna want to do anything? Move, jump out of the ship, stay on the...
No, stay for now.
Alright then. It is... Caleb.
Alrighty. I am going to exit the ship, but rather than try any combat with the half of my movement left, I'm going to move to try to pick up the box. Because I have powerful build, damn it, and I am going to lift above my size class.
That's okay. I can feel the game vibes.
You have plenty of movement there. The box probably weighs about 500 pounds without anyone in it. What is your maximum carrying capacity?
One moment. They didn't put it on this sheet in Roll20, so I'm just gonna double check from the book right first.
At base, it's your strength score times 10, and then it's got other modifiers based on like what race you are and stuff. So, I don't think he has a strength score of 50.
Okay.
Wait, so that doesn't make sense at all. Okay.
Okay, the lift capacity is twice your encumbrance. So
let's see. Carrying capacity is strength score multiplied by 15. Not modified score.
that's for a medium-sized creature, though.
And then for large, which it would be for powerful build. Wait, does it list large in 5?
Large is double medium, so 30 times your so 60 times your strength.
Furbolgs are medium-sized creatures.
But they have a build so that they can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can lift up to 1,200 pounds.
Yes, I will pick up this box. And preferably tote it back towards my compatriots.
You hear screams from inside the box as you pick it up. The problem is you can pick it up, but the chain is sort of dragging the ground, and it's going to be very difficult to move it much beyond maybe 5 feet or so at a time.
Fairly noted. I'm retrieving the target, but I need cover, please.
Wabberjockey sees this from inside the ship and is like, what the hell is that idiot doing? Open the box first.
That would be easy mode. And/or sensible. Also, Wabberjockey for captain.
Okay, key 3.
Okay, let's see. Who is eating potato chips? Someone's eating potato chips.
I am.
I hope they're good potato chips. Hang on, I'm figuring out what I'm doing.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on the which requires a ranged spell attack, so hang on.
We just gotta go down on storage unit and give her a couple things. She wants some sweaters or something. We go over to North Carolina right now. Let's see, because I know that one of her family members who died last time I checked in here. Property. Something along those lines.
I rolled it. Does it hit, Andy?
I'm sorry, what were you rolling?
Witch Bolt. It's a ranged spell attack against armor class.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that definitely hits. Oh, are you targeting the ogre or the...
The ogre.
Okay. Yeah, that hits, regardless, but... Alright, roll your... Ooh. This ogre is not having a good...
You kill this ogre before I get it. Ryan will probably pout a little.
She falls to her knees, screaming, "Dibs?" Just dibs in a voice of horror. Having called it.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
The ogre just starts twitching as the electricity of the witch bolt dances along its outer shell. Yeah, its suit is breached. If this place was still exposed to vacuum, that orc would be suffocated.
Nice.
With the rest of my turn, I go over to the box and try to figure out how the fuck to open it. And also tell Kaylin to put it down, for God's sake.
Yeah, you can't even reach it while he's holding it.
You'd have to climb him to open it.
I want to amend my statement. Keith tells him to put it down, for God's sake, but not on her.
Would you be opposed if I threw it to the base of the fighter, as opposed to setting it down here?
Keith suggests not throwing it because there's a living human being in there. And,
you hear some hysterical laughter coming from inside the box.
As you wish, Tiny Terror. Here you go. I am setting it down now.
Since I can hear in the box, I guess I'll use my, talking as a free action to, tell, to just, I don't know, shout something reassuring at the hysterically laughing person in the box.
Oh, the hysterically laughing person in the box sounds male.
Wait, what?
Make an intelligence check, Keith.
Oh boy. Twist.
Sorry, that was a save, not a check, but whatever.
You figure, probably, Delilah cast Hideous Laughter, because you saw Bert cast that not too long ago.
What did she cast it on?
On the, orc that teleported her.
Oh, okay. But I've determined she's still probably in the box. She's just in the box with a hysterically laughing orc.
Yeah.
Okay. So I still shout something reassuring at her. It's probably just something very simple like, "Delilah, it's us. We're here to save you."
You hear Delilah's voice come back, but it's muffled and can't make out what it's.
Okay, well, at least she knows we're here.
Hopefully.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Pantera.
Does the cat venture out once more to go and attack what are nominally not its prey, but a critter clad in metal, or critters made of stone? Are you going to be an unreasonable but brave cat today, Pantera? Let me flip a coin.
The Warforged might also be made of metal. We don't know.
That is exactly what I mean.
These Warforged seem to be mostly made of wood, but have some metal plate.
Oh, if
Yeah.
only you had somebody who likes setting things on fire.
Kitty Cat is going to be stupidly brave, if not entirely natural, And he's going to attack the Warforged with his normal claws. And see how that goes.
Scratching
Well,
post.
it is made of wood.
Scratching post.
Hopefully.
Oh, I forgot I gave the ogre a bloodied action.
Does that actually connect? Or...
Yeah, that in fact hits the AC of that Warforged. Rolled. Also, you moved more than 10 feet, so you can pounce.
Alrighty, let's turn it into a pounce then. Let's see.
So, when Q3 hit the ogre with that witch, it raised the device on its right arm, and just a cone of plasma sprays out all over the ship. And the ship don't get a dex save. The ship takes 11 damage.
Oh boy.
Actually, it only takes like 1 damage because it had a force field worth.
You cut out a force field worth what?
10 points, sorry.
For the initial claw, he, 1d4 plus 5, nat 1 sadly, but still 6 damage, and if it doesn't save for 10 on strength, he gets to make a bite as well. I'm sorry, DC 12 rereading that, I forgot.
That's a failure.
Bite, kitty, bite.
That hits.
Oh yeah.
And that one critted, apparently.
Pantera's mouth is full of wood shavings, but that Warforged is not looking great.
I remember, kitty.
Lisa, our house guest, her nickname for him is Asshole.
Pantera might yet pick up the name of Golembane if he doesn't die for his bravery at some point. He just keeps attacking the things.
Okay. The ogre just charges the fighter, shouts in giant something to the effect of Grom smash puny spaceship.
Nice to meet you, Grom. Also terribly sorry.
Can you speak giant as well?
Giant
He's
is
a-
my native language. Common
Yeah,
is...
he's a furbolg.
Yep.
Well, I didn't know what Furbolg's native language was. I'm not that well read on Furbolg.
Let's see. That's a miss. Oh, it doesn't have a multi-attack, right?
Thank God.
Oh, also it takes 5 ongoing damage from the plasma that's still on its...
Did we hear that out in the bay? Was there just a very loud thank Paylor from out of the fighter?
Yes.
Nice.
Anyway... Brian's turn.
She's going to hop out of the fighter and slash at the ogre.
See, I saved some for you.
Yes, thank
You
you.
can murder it just like you wanted to. You called dibs, and I respect.
How do you want to do this?
I just want to kind of just, hop, kind of do a little hop to jump at it to kind of pull the and then swing the sword downwards.
As you swing the sword downwards, you strike right at the edge of its visor plate, and the sword goes through the glass of the visor right into its throat, and the ogre just sort of slumps down on its knees.
Ha! Now can add ogre to list of things killed.
Just buried under the chains now. Nice. Nice touch.
Okay, Warforged's turn. This one... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does have multi-attack, and it's going to use it on the panther. Both hit.
Bam, bam, bam.
Okay, so that's 2d8 plus. So Pantera takes 11 damage.
Alrighty. He has 11 left then, although there's nowhere I see to mark it on his particular sheet.
Okay, the one next to him stands up, disengages, and moves away and draws a revolver. And the one over here in the corner flips a switch to open the docking bay back up.
Oh shit.
Well, boys and girls, time to pick up the box, pick up the cat, and get back on the ship.
The
Guess I kind of all
box,
new characters.
the box is almost the size of the ship. There's no way you're going to be able to get it on the ship.
Oh, alright.
The chain was disconnected. Attach the chain to the ship and get the hell out of here.
Ha-ha.
Isn't the ship still closer than plasma?
The ship only took 1 actual damage. It's fine. I can still.
Yes, but can you see through the plasma?
I don't know, we should ask the goblin.
The goblin turns on windshield wipers. The windshield wipers quickly disintegrate, but your view. Okay, Myson, your turn.
Yeah, please give Let's Go a try.
No,
Why not?
because it's my game. You wouldn't
We're
let
not
me.
playing it right now. And it doesn't save data to the cartridge, it saves it to the system. So I wouldn't mess with your file at all.
Why can't you buy your own copy of?
Because I don't have the money to right now.
Wait for Christmas.
Why would I play it when I can just borrow yours for right now?
Okay.
I just want to try it.
Not today.
Why not today? You're not playing it right now. Your Switch
I
is
just
still
need-
charging.
I just need a chance to think it over, okay?
Charlie,
Just
can you?
one time. Give me some time to try it, please.
Oh, it's my turn?
You should
Carly,
mute.
Yes, and also mute.
can I please play Let's Go?
No, go away.
I'm going to, whether you say yes or no. If you're just going to say go away, fuck off, I'm going to play it.
And don't touch my stuff. I mean it.
I just want to try it for a little bit, and then I'll put the game right back into your system when I'm done. Game goes right back into your system when I'm done.
You said that already.
If you're gonna argue with this family member, just mute your mic first.
Nathan, I have some stuff to do. Can you just leave me alone while I play
Can I
this?
play Let's Go while you do that? It's not that big of a deal. I just want to try it out. That's all
Can I
want.
say no because I don't want you hogging it?
I won't hog it. I just want to play it for an hour, and then I have to do some studying, so you'll get a chance to play it.
For what it's worth, I have confirmed that you can have different save files. It's per Switch user profile, so
See, they get it. They get it.
I also think that being an asshole and just saying I'm going to play it anyways should probably say that you can't play it.
They don't get it.
I'm actually gonna trust Bucky on this one.
Like, if you're saying, no matter what you say, I'm going to do it, that's just being an asshole and means you don't deserve to be able to play.
Yeah, because I want you to respect my boundaries, so I'm not gonna let you play it. Is that okay?
I'm only asking play it now because you're not playing it right now. If you wanted to play it, I'd give it to you.
I mean, you're still being an asshole.
You're also interrupting our game.
It's not. I just knocked on the door and asked, and she made an argument out of it.
I mean, she said no, and you were the one who argued.
'Cause I-
okay.
I wanna
How
see-
about this? How about this? You're both being assholes because you're siblings, and that's what you do. You be assholes to each other. Say there's not really that much. It's not really that big of a deal to let him play it when you're not using it. Sharing is caring, and also we want to get back to the game. You're also responsible for stalling us because it is your turn.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get into this thing with him, but Nathan, you have to let me give it back when I tell you to.
When you want it back, it's all yours.
Okay. The argument is done.
I, on the other hand, will be right back. I apologize. I'm just gonna put some more antiseptic on the cuts.
I'm so sorry about that, guys.
It's fine. It's not your fault, but
God, that guy is a dick. I'm sorry, say. I don't want to
Yeah.
talk ill about
Oh no,
him.
don't be. I think so too.
Huge.
Yeah, I agree with Bucky and Chow Tab.
I agree too. At the same time, like, just letting him play it would have been way easier than getting into a whole argument. But whatever. It's over now.
Alright.
I'm one of those people who, like, the principles of the thing matter just as much as getting things done.
Yeah, Bucky gets it. Yeah. Anyway, game on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's alive and what's dead and what's going on?
Yogurt is
The other's
dead.
dead.
The ogre's dead, everything else is alive. And Pantera's pretty...
Oh, also, the one Warforged decided to try to open the door back up.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
trying to open the airlock since he doesn't have to breathe.
Okay, shit. I'm actually gonna heal up Pantera. Let me check how many spell slots I have left. Because I don't think Paladin spells recharge after a long rest.
Short rest.
Short rest, fine. Okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. I have 1 first level spell slot left and 2 of... And I'm gonna use...
Very funny, Andy.
So yeah, 1d8 plus your charisma modifier.
I was actually thinking 1d8 plus my charisma. I was actually thinking of a similar pun.
Okay, it will take 5 rounds for the docking bay to be completely depressurized. So, basically you got 5
That's
rounds
plenty
to
of
wrap this
time.
up.
Key3 tells Kalen that he should focus completely on getting that box open so he can get Delilah the hell out of here.
Alright, Giovanna, your turn. The ogre's dead. You can't really see the, I mean, you can see the Warforged, but the gun doesn't swivel far enough to shoot them.
Is there anything else I can do in the ship? Because I don't think there's much I can do outside the ship either.
I mean, you could try and get Wabberjocky to turn the ship a bit so you could fire at him.
Yeah, I asked the goblin to turn the ship just a few degrees to the left.
He mutters something in Orcish and starts like working the controls. Outside, everyone, you see the ship's wings start sort of flapping, and it sort of waddles as it turns 45 degrees to the side.
We shall name this ship the Penguin.
Fuck.
Okay, so who do I have range on? All three, or?
Yeah, you got all 3 of them now.
Don't
Okay, I'll
shoot the
take
one
the-
next to the cat.
Yeah, I'll shoot the one who opened the door. whichever
Or
one
she
that
may-
is.
Plasma is bad for fur.
Oh, man.
Yep. Not only are you rolling low, but you just don't have much of a bonus.
It's alright, you started pretty strong, my dude.
Oh yeah, then while you were gone, Myson healed Kitty again.
Oh hey, thank you.
Kaylin, your turn.
Alright, so, we need the box on the ground long enough for you to open it, but we also need oxygen. And throwing the box is something you're going to yell at me for. Am I correct, Halfling?
Also, while you were gone, Andy said we have 5 rounds until the air is completely gone. So we have time to open this box. Okay?
What will happen if I throw the partly melted chain at the same button to close the door?
Well, it's a lever, and it would take a very high dexterity roll to successfully wrap the lever with the chain and pull it down to make the docking bay shut again. Not to mention, making the docking bay shut is kind of counterproductive to you getting away.
Fair. Just trying to figure out what I do want to do. Let's see.
I still think you should try and get the box open, because I'm the only other person next to the box, and I don't know how the box opens, but I have a feeling that I may not be able to do it, being, 3 feet tall.
You can see it has a vault sort of door. You don't know if it requires a combination or anything, because it's, being held 6 feet in the air and you're 3 feet.
Did he not put the box down?
I verbally put the box down, but, I don't know. The box is still bigger than the fighter, so it might still be 6 feet above you.
The box is taller than her, but she can reach the door just by extending her hand.
Okay. Then.
If he has put the box down, which is the pertinent question here, did you put the box down?
Yes, he did. He did.
Okay. Also, thank you for your joke answer to my serious question, because I do actually want to know, am I the only one here that doesn't have any siblings?
I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm an only child.
Two
I know Ven has
biological-
siblings. And I know MSX has at least one sibling. I think just one. But
Yeah, just one.
So what does one roll for lockpicking in 5?
Thieves' tools,
Dexterity.
usually.
Yeah, it would be Thieves' Tools plus your dexterity if you have proficiency with Thieves'
That
Alternatively, you could just roll a strength check to bash the door open.
Let's do that one. Ah, nuts.
Lifts 1,200 pounds. Can't bash a door open.
Can I hit it with my stick instead of my hands?
Well, I had assumed you were. Plus, wait, your strength is 20, right?
No.
Oh.
My
Oh.
strength is just 16.
Oh,
my,
okay.
My strength is 18.
Yeah, alright. Well, anyway, that was your action, so it's Q3's.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can magic the door open.
Eldritch Blast.
Andy, can I Eldritch Blast the door open?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I guess I'll try that. Now I'm gonna assume I don't need to roll the attack roll, because it's a door.
Nope, just roll damage.
Ooh.
The lock shatters, the door sort of buckles inward a bit. Sorry, I thought I just saw a spider.
Ooh.
And you see the laughter from inside the box gets louder, and you see Delilah's eye poke through the hole you made in the door. And she says, "Oh, thanks, Sayanine."
Q3 politely reminds her not to thank anybody yet, because she's not out of danger. But also, it might be more pertinent to thank the people who are actually helping you rather than, she might not even finish that statement. I don't know, like...
Speaking of helping...
It's a little sacrilegious to start saying, well, maybe you should thank me instead of your god. But that's what she starts to say. And then... stops.
And then kind of realizes, oh, wait.
Will you be able to walk out of that box, or do you need assistance?
She says, "I can get myself out. Just give me a minute."
Very well. But do be advised, we're going to run out of oxygen very quickly.
Speaking of which, since the door is now open enough for her to get out, Q3 goes back towards the ship. Would I be able to get back on the ship with just one turn of movement, or do I need to...
Yeah, all you did was fire an Eldritch Blast.
Alright, Q3 gets back on the ship.
So Delilah is safe? I'm not entirely paying attention.
Delilah's not out yet, and none of you are going to be safe until you're all back on the ship, because... Pantera.
Pantera, recognizing that these things are not delicious after biting it, and somehow smelling running out of air, is going to run back for the ship.
Okay, the Warforged takes an attack of opportunity.
The void does have a very distinct smell.
Ow.
Is Burke helping?
He's still on the ship.
He
I'll take
forgot
that
where
as
the door was.
Oh,
He forgot where the door was.
Okay,
He's
Pantera only
still looking
takes
for a shirt.
Pantera only takes 2 damage or 3 damage because the sword only grazes his. 3 damage.
Damage. I remember that.
Good times.
There is a loud and angry yell, but no more so than it would be for, like, pulling on his tail.
Okay, K3, you see Delilah approach the hull. She waves goodbye at the still laughing orc mage in the box. And then she disappears in a puff of smoke and appears again next to you.
Cool.
She turns to the box, flips it off, and says, "Misty step be." Then she climbs aboard the ship.
Now wait. I was already on the ship, so if she appeared next to me, then I thought she teleported onto the ship.
Oh right, I forgot you already went to the ship. I'm sorry. You didn't see any of that. You just see
Okay,
her climb
whatever.
onto the ship. Brian, your turn.
I am also going to follow my comrades and climb back on the ship.
This guy, he's going to, I don't know. I guess he's going to try and shoot Myson.
oh shit.
Wait, he'd have disadvantage on that because he's in melee range. Never mind. He's just going to make 2 saber attacks.
Double miss.
And they cling harmlessly against your armor. Alright, Myson, your turn.
I'm
Get on
going.
the ship.
I'm gonna get on the ship.
Good idea. Good idea.
Okay, Giovanna.
I'm going to shoot the guy that just tried to hit Myson.
Oh,
Or not.
I
No.
vote that she hits the ship, the big ship instead, but that's also like a good thing because we don't like this ship, so why not?
Actually, she hits the lever and makes it so, like, she hits the lever and the plasma just melts the lever that opens and closes the docking bay, so it's stuck open.
no, definitely a good thing we're
Uh-huh.
getting off now. Getting off the ship, I mean. No phrasing. That's for after hours.
Alright,
Yeah.
Kaylin.
I'm going to suicidally charge into the main combat. No, I'm getting on the ship. Goodbye, orcs.
Okay, so I'm going to say that as everyone gets on the ship, the Giovanni is able to lay down covering fire until the docking bay is open enough for the ship to drift out.
I don't know what the equivalent term is for a spaceship in space, but Key 3 tells Wabberjocky to floor it.
Punch it.
Yeah, I think Han Solo's
Engage.
punch does work.
Commence with the going fast.
Chewie, punch it.
Make it so.
Get us out of here!
The fighter takes one hit as it flies away, but I think otherwise you get away clean.
Woo!
And how much did that one hit damage us?
Hold on a second. 19 minus, I think, 10, because that's the ship shield rating.
9.
Yeah, it's 10. So yeah, the ship took a total of 10 damage that whole fight.
Hopefully that it's still in one piece at least.
Alrighty, that's the easy part done. Now we have to get away from their
Easy.
cannons.
Key 3 turns to the goblin like, so what was that about us all getting killed?
Goblin can't hear you. He's too busy having an anxiety attack.
He seems pretty calm, all things considered, although he looks like he might have gotten over an anxiety attack. Like, he had it while you were fighting, and then now that you're out of the ship, he's starting to come out of it. He's like, well, hey, I play the odds, and sometimes the odds are better than I thought they'd be.
Thank you for your help.
I don't want your thanks. Just get me somewhere where these orcs can't get to.
I can definitely try to pull some strings with my temple to keep you safe.
Okay,
Like, I should probably... Once we get back on the transport, I should probably talk to Father Tobin about this.
Wabberjocky, sorry, asks where you want to go, and then you say back on the transport.
We want to try and catch back up with it, yes.
Yeah,
All right.
just park the ship where we took it out.
I don't suppose we have enough fuel to get to our final destination instead. This is just a fighter.
Burke left his shirt on the transport, so we probably need to go back there.
That is true.
We can always get a
assume-
new one.
I assume most of us left most of our gear on the ship, like everything that we didn't need to go fight some orcs.
That's probably true.
Yeah, I left my spirit on the ship.
I hate it when that happens.
No, right?
All right.
So inconvenient.
All right. You managed to dock back with the transport, and assure everyone that everything's okay. Some of the passengers are a little bit iffy about the goblin you bring on board with you, but if you vouch for him,
Misa just glares at people who try to say shit.
And anyway, it is an uneventful. Let's see, 2 more days, and the transport with the fighters still, 3 fighters still hanging off its side, pulls into the atmosphere of Vondras and docks in the town of Citadel. Does everybody want to keep going, or do we want to end it here?
I think
I'd
this is
like
a
to
good
keep
place to
going.
end it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm imagining that the other 2 fighters have 2 other goblins sitting in them waiting to be saved.
Okay, now I'm sad.
Can we sell the fighters as, spoils?
Scrap metal?
No, just full-on derelict fighters.
Salvage law tends to award them to the ship that was attacked. So you probably have to do some serious wrangling to get them. And since I don't have anything prepared on the politics of Citadel at the moment, maybe we'll handle that some other.
Do we level up?
Fair.
No, you don't level up.
That was just the first encounter, Bree.
Can we negotiate about keeping the salvage before we get out of space? Because then it would just be a simple, we could just leave the ship outside the spaceship and, decompress the entire ship.
I mean, I suppose, but the problem is you really don't have much of any way to collect the salvage. I don't know. I'll have to think about this because, there's a lot of uncharted territory here.
This is the second game in this weekend that Shia LaBeouf has crashed. For me.
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, on the map. He's showing up again.
Curiouser and curiouser.
All right, but anyway, I guess that's where we can end for today.
Yeah, it seems like a good stopping spot. So
Okay.
Tommy doesn't have too much to
Leave
catch up.
and my brother.
Yeah. Well, just punch him for us.
Yes.
Oh, I will.
Oh, it would have worked out so much better than bare hands. Oh well.
Well, goodbye, everyone.
I'm gonna go
Yep,
back
good
to
night,
being a
everyone.
cowboy.
Hope y'all have
Bye,
fun.
bye, bye.
Off to try to nap until work. You guys have a good one.